Story English Daily Routine Lesson. Hello everyone and welcome back to Story English. My name is Benedict.
Hello, Benedict. Hello, everyone. It is great to be here again.
It is wonderful to have you back, Michelle. And to all our amazing listeners, thank you very much for listening today.
Today we have a very simple and very useful topic for all the beginners who are learning English.
That is right, Michelle. Today we are going to talk about our day. We will talk about the things that we do every day. It is a fantastic way to learn some basic verbs and some very common vocabulary.
Exactly. But before we start, if you enjoy learning English with us, please remember to subscribe to our channel. Share this episode with your friends who are also learning English, and give us a thumbs up. It really helps us a lot.
Yes, please do that. We also love hearing from you, so feel free to leave a comment about your day or about anything that you are learning.
All right, Benedicte, are you ready to talk about what we usually do during the day?
Absolutely, Michelle. Let us begin with the morning. What do you usually do in the morning?
Well, the first thing I do is wake up. I usually wake up around 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock? That is a good time. I sometimes wake up a little earlier, around 6:30.
Wow, you are an early bird, Benedicte. After I wake up, I get out of bed.
Me too. Get out of bed is a very important phrase.
That is right. After that, I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth and I wash my face.
Brush my teeth and wash my face. These are very common actions.
That is right. After that, I go to the kitchen.
Ah, the kitchen. What do you usually do in the kitchen in the morning?
I usually make breakfast.
Make breakfast. What do you usually have for breakfast, Michelle?
I often have coffee and toast. Sometimes I also eat fruit, like a banana or an apple.
Coffee and toast. Very simple and very delicious. I usually have tea and some cereal.
Nice. After breakfast, I get dressed.
Get dressed means you put on your clothes.
Exactly. I choose my clothes for the day, and then I put them on. And what do you do after you get dressed, Benedicta?
Well, if I am going out, I put on my shoes and I put on my coat.
Put on my shoes. Put on my coat. Very good. Then what happens?
Then I usually leave the house.
Leave the house. Where do you usually go when you leave the house in the morning?
I usually go to work. I work in an office.
Go to work. That is very clear. I sometimes work from home, but sometimes I also go to an office.
That is interesting. So, Michelle, what do you do in the morning? Can you tell us about your routine?
Sure. I wake up around 6:30. Then I get out of bed and go to the bathroom. I wash my face and I brush my teeth. After that, I go to the kitchen. I make tea and I have cereal for breakfast. Then I get dressed. If I need to go to the office, I put on my shoes and maybe I also put on a jacket. Then I leave the house and I go to work.
That is a great morning routine, Michelle. We used a lot of important verbs there. Let us list them again. Wake up, get out of bed, go to the bathroom, brush teeth, wash face, go to the kitchen, make breakfast, have breakfast, get dressed, put on shoes, put on coat, leave the house, go to work.
Yes, those are very useful verbs for beginners.
Now let us talk about what we do during the day. Michelle, what do you do at work?
At work, I usually sit at my desk and I work on my computer. I answer emails and I write reports.
Sit at my desk, work on my computer, answer emails, write reports. These are all things that many people do at work.
That is right. Sometimes I also have meetings with my colleagues.
Have meetings. Meetings are when people come together to talk about work.
Exactly. What about you, Benedicta? What do you do during the day, especially when you work from home?
If I work from home, I also sit at my desk and I use my computer. I might write articles or prepare lessons. Sometimes I have online meetings.
Write articles, prepare lessons, online meetings. All of these are very useful actions.
Yes, and then usually around lunchtime, I have lunch.
Have lunch. What do you usually eat for lunch, Benedicta?
I often have a sandwich or a salad, something light.
A sandwich. A salad. That sounds healthy. I sometimes bring my lunch from home, or I go out to eat.
Go out to eat, that is nice. After lunch, we usually go back to work.
Yes, back to work until the end of the day.
What happens after work, Michelle?
After work, I usually go home.
Go home. That is a great feeling. What do you do when you get home?
Well, sometimes I relax on the sofa and I watch television.
Relax on the sofa, watch television. That sounds very nice and very relaxing.
It is. Sometimes I also cook dinner.
Cook dinner? What do you like to cook?
I like to cook pasta, or sometimes I make a simple soup.
Pasta, soup, delicious. I also like to cook dinner. Sometimes I try new recipes. That is very fun.
After dinner, what do you usually do, Benedicte?
After dinner, I often wash the dishes.
Wash the dishes. Not my favorite activity, but it must be done.
Me neither. Sometimes I read a book or I talk to my family or my friends.
Read a book. Talk to my family. Talk to my friends. These are all very good evening activities.
What about you, Michelle? What do you do in the evening?
In the evening, I sometimes go for a walk.
Go for a walk. That is very good exercise.
Yes, it is. Or I might listen to music.
Listen to music. What kind of music do you like?
I like many kinds, but often I listen to something relaxing in the evening.
That sounds lovely. Then, before going to bed, what do you do?
I usually brush my teeth again.
Brush my teeth. A very good habit.
Yes, it is. And then I go to bed.
Go to bed. What time do you usually go to bed, Michelle?
I try to go to bed around 10:30 or 11.
That is a good time. I usually go to bed a little later, around 11:30.
So to summarize our day, we talked about waking up, getting ready in the morning, going to work or working from home, having lunch, finishing work, going home, relaxing, having dinner, and going to bed.
Yes, Michelle, we covered many useful everyday actions. Let us quickly review some of the key verbs we used. Wake up, get out of bed, brush teeth, wash face, make breakfast, have breakfast, get dressed, put on shoes, put on a coat, leave the house, go to work, sit at my desk, work on my computer, answer emails, write reports, have meetings, write articles, prepare lessons, have lunch, go home, relax, watch television, cook dinner, wash the dishes, read a book, talk to family, talk to friends, go for a walk, listen to music, go to bed.
That is a fantastic list, Benedict. These are all actions that people do regularly, so learning these phrases is very helpful for beginners.
Absolutely. And remember, you can use these phrases to talk about your own day. Try to think about what you do from morning until night and say it in English. That is great practice.
You can even write it down. Writing can help you remember the words and phrases better.
Yes, that is a wonderful idea, Michelle. And do not worry if you do not know all the words yet. Just try your best and you will learn more and more each day.
Exactly. Learning a new language takes time and practice. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress, no matter how small it seems.
That is very good advice, Michelle. Well, I think we have covered a lot about our day today. Hopefully our listeners found this lesson helpful.
I hope so too, Benedicte. It was fun to talk about our daily routines.
It was, Michelle. And to our listeners, thank you very much for joining us today. We really appreciate you being here.
Yes, thank you. And if you enjoyed this episode and found it useful, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you do not miss any future lessons.
That is right. And please share this episode with anyone you know who is also learning English. It would mean a lot to us. And we love to hear from you, so please leave a comment below telling us about your day in English or about any other topics that you would like us to talk about in the future.
Yes, we read your comments, and we really appreciate your feedback.
So until next time, keep practicing your English and have a wonderful day.
Goodbye for now, everyone.
Goodbye.